Hey, welcome to the channel. Today's conversation will be about an ICECO fridge. So сегодня будем говорить про ICECO холодильник and what has been taking place after roughly 3 years of use. So at this point, we're gonna be talking about dual zone ICECO fridge that I've put into the trailer that we've built. So here's item number. So this is a 75VL dual zone. This thing used to live in this section here. I've put in a vent to keep things cooler on the go. So if those who are doing trailer life and using the front storage box, you want to keep that in mind, because fridges do tend to obviously overwork themselves when they're enclosed in a box like that. So in our case, what's the backstory? So this thing is roughly 3 years old, 35 month old now. And about a year ago, I had the first issue where the fridge, one side, which was the smaller side, so this side froze, that side actually went warm. So this was like a 0 degrees and this was like 60 degrees, right? So food's getting spoiled over there. Obviously, it's getting bad over here because it's getting frozen, things cracking, breaking, whatever. Anywho, I kind of let it go because I thought maybe I overheated the fridge, considering there was I think it was a plus, like 100-degree summer day use in the box here in the trailer. So in the end, basically what I ended up doing is coming home, thawing things out, getting things back to normal. And under normal conditions, running this fridge actually worked fine. So what happened next is, on the next following trip, I had a similar problem. Started researching, and I found that apparently some suggested, hey, try doing the AC port just to see how things work. So in running this thing on AC on 110, the fridge actually started working better, right? I mean, started doing what it's supposed to do. So in that turn, when I came home, I tried again, set it up in my shop with a 12-volt battery. I did make sure that I've actually upgraded my cable for the 12-volt, because one of the things that manufacturer recommends is, making sure that there's enough power going to the battery and it's not, too terrible. In our case, I went to a 14 gauge SXL wire. For those who are wiring geeks and know, let's actually see from the other side here. So in my case, it's going right directly to the 12-volt system, basically right here where the battery compartment is. And it's all, properly done here. I guess you can't really see it in the room, but let's see where we got. So here we go. So we got the thicker wiring directly here. There's a fuse and actual fridge there. I believe that will protect where the plug-in has the fuse. In any case, so everything has been working fine, but after that, the issue started with the fact that one side was getting too cold and the other side was staying warm after multiple times. So, this year, after the winter use where the fridge didn't get to be used all that much, once the summer use started happening, basically the issue arose. I reached out to the customer service. This is 2+ years of using the fridge. Granted, these things are only warranted for a year. I reached out to customer service. So customer service was excellent. And this is more like a video, talking about how actually reliable customer service is ICECO. So this video is meant to give them a little bit of a praise, or a lot of praise. It's up to you. So in any case, what they did is they sent me one of these guys. So this is my original one. So I replaced this one. Very simple. It's a controller. Apparently that you take these 4 screws out. You take the controller out, you unplug some things and plug some things back in. A few screws to attach it back to that piece there. So I replaced this controller. And the following trip after, everything worked fine. But on this last trip that we just did for a week of overlanding, as they call it. So anyways, same thing arose. So what's happening is I emailed directly again back to the same email thread with ICECO. Those guys were kind enough to say basically, hey dude, your fridge is out of the warranty, but we're gonna try to do our best to take care of you. So we will be able to send you a refurbished unit. And then the following email was, hey, we followed up with our whoever that it was. I guess what they're doing is actually sending me non-refurbished unit, considering the fact that how good of a communication we've had. I have done some reviews for them before, and you know, obviously talking about this product. So this is again, maybe, I don't know if you want to call it like a, gosh, thank you ICECO video, but consider that when you're buying a product online without actual store in your town or city where you live in, where you can go to some dealer directly and deal with them. These guys are all online from what I know. I'm not sure. I mean, at least in my area, I don't have anything that's ICECO dealer or anyone that I could deal with in this matter if that was, you know, to arise. But what's sad is, you know, this thing is, you know, $1,000 plus whatever. You know, I mean, this is not a small, you know, $50 purchase. And obviously you want this to work when it should work, when you need it to work, obviously in the warm temperatures. And if it doesn't work, that's kind of sad, right? So as a follow-up, basically, I'm going to give thumbs up to ICECO. They did a good job as far as customer service. Overall build quality, I'm more than happy with. It's very, very useful because these doors swing both ways. Access is nice. Like in most fridges, you have these baskets that you can carry your groceries with. You have a drain plug there. One down thing that I personally, that's like my personal pet peeve, is that it's not sealed up like a plastic shell, like for example like a Dometic fridge or others that use a plastic one-piece shell. So basically when you wash this out, and if you don't dry this the right way, which you should, so I'm giving you a word of notice. So if you, I don't know if you can tell right there, inside there's a little water there, but you know, I've been rinsing this out, like literally I just hose this out, wash it out. But I wish this was more a sealed unit. And then you get the rub marks on that foil looking lining from the baskets. But this is obviously after quite heavy use because we are using our stuff quite a bit. So here you go, a little follow-up. ICECO will take care of you. And we're waiting for the new fridge because they already gave us a tracking number. And all they want us is to basically take the new one out, put the old one in the box, and they have emailed me already a shipping label for the return. So all I got to do is just drop it off at the FedEx office and it's good to go. So here's a review now of almost a 3-year-old ICECO fridge, dual zone, and this is a model VL75ProD. Thanks for your attention. Stay tuned for maybe other videos we'll do. And I guess that's it. So, go adventure ready. Nixon out. Take care.